Hi everybody, welcome to the Spectator Sportscast. I was Schultz here with Nick, Scott and Brian Barbour. Brian's back in business here with us after a little hiatus last week. Brian, you doing okay?
Just so happy to be back. I've missed you guys so much.
We missed you too, Brian. We have Katie Meili here with us as well from the swim team, a standout swimmer the last couple of years. It seemed like every single weekend when we'd be recapping sports, every single week time it'd be like Katie Meili breaks pool record, Katie Meili breaks a league record, Katie Meili breaks a school record.
We finally had her on the show now.
Yeah, now we're finally in the presence of greatness. So could you take us through?
She's been dodging us for like 4 weeks. We've tried to get her, but she's been too busy.
She's
so
busy.
It's finally good to have her on.
Too exclusive for the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, could you take us through a little bit this great season you've had and sort of point out some of the highlights?
Yeah, this season was definitely the best I've had at Columbia in 4 years. Not only did I have a lot of success this season, but our team was pretty incredible as well. At the end, everyone was swimming best times and breaking records and winning events at Ivies and making NCAAs, so that was really exciting. And then for me, it was a little special. I kind of finished the season as well as I think I could have. Finished third in my best event, 7th in the 200 IM, and 9th in the 200 breaststroke. So those are all very exciting moments for me.
No, not too shabby.
So now that you, as arguably the strongest swimmer in the team, are graduating, and some of the other more senior swimmers are graduating, how's the program looking? Is there signs of some new good freshmen coming in?
Yeah, so we're graduating 4 swimmers and 1 diver, so it's they've got some big shoes to fill, but they're actually bringing in a class of 12, I believe, at the moment. So and there's a lot of talent in that class as well, so I'm excited to see what they do next year.
Can you describe to the viewers out there what a day in the life of a swimmer is like? So what your kind of practice routines and what you have to do to kind of, prepare yourself for meets and breaking all these records and everything. It doesn't sound like that just comes easy.
It's our season's pretty intense, kind of long. We get up early, like 5:30. We're in the water at 6, and we usually swim 6 to 8, and then breakfast and nap, and then class, and then we're back in the water from 4 to 6 p.m. And then generally a lift gets added in there 3 times a week. So it's a lot, and we compete pretty much every weekend. So we're traveling a lot as well, but it's definitely worth it in the end when all the hard work pays off.
And any plans to swim after college?
Yeah, I'm definitely training through the summer, so I'll be here swimming, and then we'll see how this summer goes, and hopefully I'll be able to swim professionally next year. I'll probably move to California if I do that.
So when you turn pro, or I guess when you decide to keep training, what events do you participate in now as well?
So the, professional world of swimming shifts a little bit from the collegiate world of swimming because collegiate swimming is short course, so the pool is 25 yards long, and like the Olympic season is long course, which means it's 50 meters, so one lap is twice as long in a long course pool. So it's definitely a little bit harder, but I don't know, it's fun, and you get to swim outside a lot in the summer, so it's nice.
If your swimming career doesn't work out professionally, have you ever thought of going for like some gimmick swims, like swim across the English Channel?
No, I'll never do that. No,
No?
I don't like swimming I can't. I'm more of a sprinter, so I can't really do the long stuff. But I don't think I'll ever try that.
I don't think I will either. So
you may not want to try that, but you do want to challenge Nick Scott to a swimming race, as I hear. Is that true?
yeah, I believe I think I'm a strong swimmer as far as non-swimmer goes, and we're starting up a new segment where we're trying to spice it up a little and have a little competition between me and Nick, and our first event is on the short course. I guess you could say short course swimming tonight.
Some of the gauntlet toss. What do you have to say to Brian?
Well, I just think it's convenient how Brian wasn't here when we had Steve Santos on the show. I was actually planning on giving him a little wrestle, challenging for a little wrestle, but if he just wants to stick to the swimming, that's fine by me. I'll take it to the water. You have any tips for me, Katie?
Just kick really hard.
Kick really hard?
You wanna what stroke should we have him do?
I don't know. Let's just, whatever you guys know. Let's
Like the
just,
swim test, just whatever works.
Yeah.
I think doggy paddle might be one of my
Whatever's
stronger
fastest,
strokes.
yeah.
Brian is actually, for those of you that don't know, the doggy paddle record holder in the Ivy League. So.
It's actually in the pool.
Yeah,
if
his
you go in
name's
there,
up on
Uris
the
pool.
board.
It's, there's the 100-meter, and
Doggy
then
paddle.
right above it is doggy paddle 50. And
Brian
it's like
Barbour.
2 minutes or something. I was booking it. So.
I think I'm gonna go for maybe the more professional approach with the reverse butterfly. Reverse butterfly with a twist, that's traditional English stroke that we have.
You're pretty. I think Nick's pretty close to the record in that as well.
Yeah.
So could be a good competition if.
It'll be amusing if anything.
All right, guys, we'll see what happened in the pool. Hi, everybody. Ellie Schultz here with Katie Meili. We're poolside with Brian and Nick here. They're getting ready to square off. Guys, how are we feeling? Good.
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go.
All right, let's
Ready to
take it to
swim.
the pool.
Right, silver, second place goes to Nick Scott. Good effort.
It was indeed a good effort.
And our champion tonight,
Brian
Barbour. Touching Nick like intense. Congratulations.
Brian, how does it feel to win this prestigious honor?
Oh, it's great. Put a lot of work in here today. It's much harder than it looks. Butterfly out was probably one of the hardest things I've done, but it's so sweet. It's so sweet.
So it was a hard-fought race. In the end, Brian prevailed. Brian, a little victory speech.
I felt good. I hit the water and I was moving, and I just stuck with my structure, just kicking, doggy paddling, just doing what I do, and feels good, man. 1-0. Hopefully we can get a good competition the next time we do it. But
Any professional analysis?
nothing.
It's pretty good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you enjoyed it. Nick, any words from you?
It's a tough loss, but I'll pick my head up. I'll move on from this. Be at work next week and ready to go for the win in the next round.
And we do have some stuff to recap from this past weekend. Baseball team went 4-0, and the first time actually since 2008 that they swept a weekend of Ivy play, so huge for them. A pair of wins against Brown and Yale. Men's tennis, unfortunately, suffered a pair of losses after starting the season strong last weekend versus Cornell. Fell to Harvard 4-3 in a tough match, and then at Dartmouth suffered a 4-2 loss. That was tough for them. But women's tennis picked up a pair of wins at home, also over Harvard and Dartmouth, so they're 3-0 and sitting at the top of the Ivy standings here a couple weeks in, so it's good to see. Plenty to look forward to next weekend. Of course, Bacchanal, I hear, is coming up, so that should be exciting, and plenty of athletics events as well that you should all try to come out to. Thanks again, Katie, for coming on, and
Thank you,
we'll see you
guys.
next week.